Yes, congratulations, you clicked in this video. You're already ahead of a lot of people, so let's dive into it. Do you know why you are studying your school? And you might have some answers to these questions, right? Like, let's say, if you would have answered Mark, you would have answered better life, you would have answered to have fun, and you would have answered like, I don't have any answer, what should I do? And you have to you know work on it. And of course, better life and to have fun are so vague answer, and if you think it is for marks, this video is for you. So let's move on. That is, we are so confined within a straight system right in front of us. We are never known that after school what is going to happen. A student from a school mostly don't know what's going to happen after his college and how his life is going to be. So this is going to be a pretty big insight to you guys. So let's jump into why do you have to um, study so hard in your school. It is, instead of asking do marks matter or does mark or grade define me, you can rephrase that question and ask to yourself that does mark have impact in my journey to become who I want to be, or to have a lifestyle that I always dreamt about. So to answer this question, you definitely need about the bigger picture. So what exactly is the bigger picture that you're thinking about? So if you're in school, you might be confused who you want to be, and you can say, when I was kid I wanted to be astronaut, but now I think it's not possible, so I'm thinking about something else. Yes, you might go like that, but there are different answers as well. And if you know the exact path, congratulations, you are already began your journey. And now speaking about the bigger picture, it can be a cricketer, it can be an astronaut, it can be an engineer, a 9 to 5 job, an entrepreneur, or anything like that. Or if you are in school and if you're so confused, as you said before, to have a better life, or the life you always dreamt about, the lifestyle that you want, or the person who you want to be, might be the bigger picture you're working on, not the marks. So how does the mark impact the journey of me becoming who I want to be, or me having the lifestyle or I always dreamt about? How does mark have an impact? Before that, every single person in this room, or not in this room actually, watching, would have heard this term. Oh, you're still here. Oh, that's great. Congratulations. You're ahead of your curve right now. Most guys would have left by now because they're so lazy. You're not. Oh, we're talking about a quote, right? Let's get back to it. It is work so hard for your 12th. At least Indian parents would have said, work so hard in your 12th standard so that your life would magically turn into a Disneyland. That's the biggest lie you ever heard. By saying that, I don't mean you don't want marks. And don't be like, oh, you said that's a lie, so I don't want to work for marks. I can be like, I can lavishly have something that is going on in my life, and magically something would occur, and God will help me, and I will become that successful guy who I always wanted to be. It's not going to happen that way. Marks does not have a direct impact, and that is not what you're working for. And you know the bigger picture. Now let's see how marks impacts on it. So there is two ways I want to talk about it. One is you getting a good mark and you getting a bad mark. Let's not be in the middle, okay? Let's not talk about being in the middle. So of course there is some part there. I don't want to cover this in this video. So if you are getting a good mark, you are definitely going to a good college. That's the first positive impact. And if you're getting a bad mark, it's a bad college. What is the difference between a good college and a bad college? Here there will be a lot of a good college. That in a good college there will be a lot of facilities, a lot of networking opportunities, a lot of job opportunities, career opportunities around you, so that people can assist you to go to where you want to. In a bad college, those opportunities are very much limited. It's so low, so that path there is going to be so hard. That's the main difference there. The path after you get a good college would be so much easier, and you'll have a lot of opportunities to go there. And the path, if you have a bad mark here, will be so bad that the route is going to be so hard. The main important thing I have to say, the difference is, in a good college there will be a great networking opportunity, which a bad college lacks. Because from a good college there will always be 100% a person who studied in a good college will have achieved something in his life, and he will be there, like let's say in a company like Amazon. You want to get there, like in a Mang company, and you can also have a professor who knows that guy and get the contact from him, and you can follow his footsteps so that you know where you're going and your path is already laid. Now the job is so much easier. You get a referral from him, and voila, you get into a company, because if you know, referrals mean a lot. And this guy here will submit a resume to that company, because that company is not going to come and interview his college. And if you get a bad mark, you have to go there and submit your resume. As far as I know, and as far as people say to me, it takes only 5 to 10 seconds to review a resume that they submit, and discuss whether this guy can go to the next level or not. But in a good company, he is already available for the level 1, but this guy has to apply for it, has to prepare himself and have the audacity to apply for a role there, and then he will be evaluated whether he can go or not, and after that he will be able to do that. So the path leads to the same position, but it's so hard when you get bad marks. And this is what marks, this is the impact that marks create on your life. Now that we know the impact, now we know the bigger picture, let's say how I'm going to work on it, how I'm going to work to get the good marks. Is mark what I need, or is motivation what I need? And if you think mark is the motivation that I have to go through because mark is my goal, that's the biggest lie that you are saying to yourself. Motivation actually fades away, and you thinking mark as a motivation, man, that's the biggest or the saddest thing that you would have done all this time. If you are not working for mark, you are working for the bigger picture, for the guy who you want to become. So what does it take? Does it take motivation? No. And this example will give away what needs. Why do you think Cristiano Ronaldo has become the role model for most of the youngsters around the world? Why do you think they look up to Cristiano Ronaldo or Lionel Messi or Mahendra Singh Dhoni or Sachin Tendulkar? All the sports person was available there. And why are their speech so inspiring and motivational? And that motivation fades away for us after watching that video. And how are they having that motivation within themselves? This is nothing but you're saying again and again the wrong words to what they mean. They don't do hard work. According to me, hard work is for a certain time. Hard work is doing so hard while you're doing that work alone. That single work, the amount of work you put in to accomplish that work is called hard work. That is not Cristiano Ronaldo is putting. He is not working only on the pitch. He's more about discipline and work ethic. He doesn't drink Coke, he doesn't drink Pepsi and all those stuff. He just drinks water to keep himself hydrated. And that's the discipline he wants to become the footballer he is right now. And work ethic that he has is so much good that most of the people prescribe to be a footballer. If you follow it is a straight away success, but to follow it is the most hard part. And that's where discipline and work ethic comes in. It's not hard work, it's not motivation, it's discipline and work ethic. Discipline, schools have a very very bad explanation to discipline, and they say and they make yourself follow it as well, and call it as discipline. Let me give you an example. Discipline is not having your hands behind your back during break and going to washroom in a line and coming back in a line and sitting there and not talking to any people right there without any knowledge transfer, because talking is considered as a sin in school, and they will complain about that to our parents as a talkative person, because they forget networking is important in life, and they call that as discipline. That is not discipline. Discipline is saying to yourself that you have to do what you have to do to become who you want to be, even though your body, your heart, your mind, your soul rejects you to wake up at 4 a.m. and even though every single thing in the world is against you, and you decide to work on that day, that's when you're starting your journey towards a successful career. That's when you're taking the first steps towards success. That's when discipline and work ethic has been implied. That is what discipline exactly means, and that's why every athletic person has become a role model to every other person. And if you're an athlete and you think I don't want marks, I forgot to mention about that during speaking about marks. Imagine having a good coach. If you're an entrepreneur, networking helps there. For an athlete, imagine having a good coach who has a contact about a scout in a good club, like for an India in Chennai Super Kings, which is playing for an IPL, and in abroad Man United scout would come and pick you up. Stuffs like that will help you if you're an athlete. And forgot to mention that there. And coming back, discipline is the one thing that you need, and work ethic and discipline are the two things that defines your success. And if you think I got a bad mark and my resume is just seen by him for 5 seconds, and it is so impossible for me to get up there because I got a bad mark. Imagine a lot of things were impossible on earth made accomplished, right? Mark is not end. A mark or a grade doesn't define you. That is not the end to your life. Mark is just a mere number which gives you a path to go on. It might seem impossible, but every impossible thing will be accomplished until one will be accomplished. And the more important thing is, a lot of people would say a lot of things is impossible until one crazy guy who gets the audacity to come in front of every people and achieve it and say to their face that I have achieved it and it is not impossible anymore. It might seem impossible. You have to have that audacity and discipline and work ethic in your life to achieve who you want to become. It's hard. Average methods don't give you extraordinary results. You have to work hard to get who you want to be. I'm not a motivational speaker. Remember that in your mind. I'm just giving you an insight of what you want to do to become who you want to be. It will seem impossible. You have to just do it. You have to do it scared. You have to do it alone. You have to do it because no one else has. You have to do it broke. You have to just do it. Just be there and win the life. That's it. I want everybody in this community to succeed as well. So if you think you have any different view towards what I said, feel free to comment that, and comment some video ideas as well, which I can use because I want to know my audience as well. I'm not a motivational speaker. I'm not serious as I am right now, because there will be a lot of fun stuff that will be going in this channel, and I think I will succeed. So make sure you are an OG and comment that you supported me from the get-go, so that you will be available when I do those giveaways at 10k and 100k. Don't miss this opportunity. I will be successful, and I want you to be there as well. Thank you. This is Spinksy signing off. Peace.